Hey everyone, Ryu here. Alright, so I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video or did a live stream. There's been a lot of things going on. Some of it was explained in the Discord, yeah, I haven't gone anywhere. My channel hasn't been banned. I haven't been arrested, nothing like that. So for the people who were worrying about that, no, I'm fine. In fact, life's starting to kind of take an upswing for me, so that's kind of a cool thing, but I've just been really busy. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about the trials for the people that got hit with that mass arrest, and a lot of them basically getting off scot-free. Now, I can kind of understand the reason why they got off scot-free. I can. I know that there were probably some of them that had done some pretty heinous shit, had caused a lot of damage, but I understand it. Now, the question is, what can the government do to stop that from happening in the future? Sorry about that. Guy went by on a motorcycle. Can't help it. Problem with doing these types of videos. But you guys are wanting them back, so here we go. But what can the government do to stop a repeat of this? It's actually very simple. Use the left's own logic against them, because the left has been sitting there and trying to say that anonymity needs to go away. What's their reasoning for saying it? Oh, well, if you're not saying something illegal, or if you don't have anything to hide, then you shouldn't feel the need to hide your identity. All right, well, how about this? If you're going out there to protest, by all means, go out there to protest. Say what you want to say what you're going to say. I'm not going to stop you. But when people show up in a black bloc, well, that's when a big problem happens. For those who are unfamiliar with the black bloc and what it's for, the black bloc is when people show up in like black hoodies with masks and, you know, sunglasses, that sort of thing, you know, hiding all their identifying features. And the purpose for it is no one can be identified. Now, there are several states that have a no mask policy. You know, like if you're out there in a mask and all that sort of thing, you're breaking the law. Well, that needs to become a federal fucking thing. The reason why I'm saying this is the black bloc allows people to be walking along with this group, break off from the group, go ahead, assault someone, commit vandalism, light something on fire, break windows, all that sort of thing, and then reintegrate back into that black bloc, and the police cannot single out that person, so the person gets away. I was really hoping that they would get convictions on all these people, at least on the conspiracy charges, sorry, for there being, just to prevent the whole black bloc thing, to make it so that they don't feel safe to do that sort of shit. Now, you can sit there, yell and scream and piss and moan all you want. I got no problems with that. But once you do that cowardly bullshit of breaking out from this large group, attacking someone, and then running back into the group, that's when I have a problem with you. You break out of the group and smash someone's windshield and then integrate back into the group. I've got a problem with you. Anything like that. You want to break shit? Break your own shit. But this is what I think the government needs to do. Is they need to make it so that if a group gets together in black bloc, they can be arrested specifically for that. it'll put a quick stop to it. Because at that point, it's a cut and dry situation. That's an open and shut case. You get together in a black bloc, there's laws against getting together in a black bloc. Boom, there you go. And they have precedent for it now because we've seen that the black bloc allows for criminal activity and for people to evade conviction, to evade arrest. And even if they are arrested, all they have to do is plead not guilty, and then the case gets thrown out. Take away that possibility from them, then you're good to go. And I hate saying that the government should be able to pass a law like that. I hate that. I'm not for big government. I'm not for giving government power. But at this point, to protect people from this, we need to fucking do something about it. This is the only way to do something about it. There's no other way around it. There's nothing else that can be done. If identifying features are not visible on someone, then you're not going to get the conviction. So you're going to be all like, well, it was someone else. We were all dressed the same way, so you couldn't possibly tell it was me. Because it's only a matter of time, if it hasn't already happened and I just haven't heard about it, that someone's going to break out from one of these black blocs, run up and stab someone, and that person's going to die. And then a conviction isn't going to happen because of the black bloc. Is that what it's going to take? This is the type of shit that needs to be taken care of by the government. This is the reason the government exists, is to maintain that order. That's the number one thing. That's the reason why we relinquish some power to the government, is for them to stop threats like this. And yes, the black bloc is a threat. It is a threat to you. It's a threat to me. It's a threat to everybody. Because these people are now able to act with impunity. No fear of any repercussion. It would also be a huge, huge, huge blow to Antifa, because it's their number one tactic. They go out there in these masks and all that sort of thing because they're cowards, because they know that what they're doing is wrong. They know that what they're doing is abhorrent. They know that if people knew who they were, they'd get their asses handed to them in court. That's the reason why they want absolutely nothing to do with that whole, oh, if you're not doing anything illegal, then you should have nothing to hide. Well, guess what? It applies to them here. The reason why they wear those masks? Because of the pure and simple fact that they know what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing is illegal. They know that they're going out there and causing mayhem. They know that they're going out there and hurting people. They know that they're costing people money and time. That they're hurting people's livelihoods. That they are hurting the American people more than the government ever could. They know that they are the true authoritarians. They're not fighting fascism. They are the fascists. They're just pissed off that they're losing their power. And so they're striking out violently. I think it's time to call it into it. How about you? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think should be done? And I know that, you know, if someone comments, you know, there's a high chance of someone sitting there and saying, give them all the firing squad and that sort of thing. But no, honestly, give legitimate opinions. Like, if you can think of another way that the government can address this effectively without them outlawing black bloc, without them sitting there and saying, if a bunch of people get together in mass and all that sort of shit, all dressed the same, black hoodies, whatever, whatnot, just whatever. The reason why I'm saying dress the same is because if you specifically say black hoodies, then they'll wear white hoodies and make it a white block. You know, whatever. But, I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and go into the legalese that would be required there. Because for something like this, with as complex as it is, we're probably looking at about 6 or 7 pages of very dense, fine print. But, what do you think? Is there any other way that the government could go ahead and do that? And no, allowing cops to shoot them on the spot is just going to make the problem worse. So I'm heading you off there. So, go ahead, let me know in the comments. I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like the content on the channel, don't subscribe. Whatever. I'm not really caring that much about subscription numbers. Quite frankly, the channel's gotten larger than I ever thought it would have been. But feel free. If you want to come in and have a discussion with people from the channel, go ahead and come on into the Discord. The link is always down in the description box. But yeah, go ahead. Let me know. I'm legitimately curious if anyone can come up with another effective way of getting rid of this problem that isn't going to take years upon years upon years to implement. So, have yourselves a great day. I'll talk to you all later.